Hey guys, what's up? Jerry Fox here. Let's talk about one thing today. And this is the concept about thinking you're being watched that leads you to behave or act better. So what got me thinking about this today is some stores in Europe that have started placing these cardboard cutouts of policemen around their stores. And so this was just something that we're trying out, but according to them, it's actually reduced crimes by 70%. And the reasons they give for this is because it targets the psychological aspect of humans, making them think someone's always watching, hence people are less prone to steal stuff. And so this reminds me of the system that the banks set up earlier this year before the recession hit, which was pretty similar in that they always had someone at the door to greet you in order to hit a few mental triggers that help reduce bank robberies, surprisingly enough. And I recall being surprised about reading this because first off, I just thought that these banks were trying to provide better customer service, and I always felt welcome when someone was there to greet me at their doors. And while I'm sure they don't mind that benefit at all, their main target is, for one, prevent anyone walking in to wander around and check out where the camera locations are. But most importantly, number two, it's acknowledging the person is there with the human interaction that bank teller gives. And if the guy did have any ideas of trying to rob the place, in the back of his mind, he now has the thought that someone is keeping their eyes on him. But let's connect this over to the internet, where most of the time people are anonymous, hence they feel a little bit safer. And at times, man, go out of their way to attack someone or troll them or put them down. And because we're anonymous, it feels like no one is watching you, while in reality, all these companies, like Google for example, are keeping track of everything you search online. And how is this going to affect us going forward in the future? Because recently, we had the recent example of that swimmer that got harassed on Twitter. And in this case, the guy felt like he wasn't being watched. In other words, being completely anonymous. But the actual reality was that he was so easy to find. But coming back to the concept of being watched, how is this going to affect how people interact with each other going forward online? Because in the two examples, it has prevented theft. And thinking about theft online, people think of piracy. But excluding that, is that just going to force everyone to become or act nicer online? Or have past assholes put this pseudo-kind face online? And so as we go forward, for the most part, it seems like we've already given up being anonymous, with our public display of information openly given out to companies like Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and even YouTube that has recently started to push users to use their real names on their YouTube accounts. And so as the coming years pass by, there's always going to be someone watching us.